You have two wolves inside you. No, that's not right. Let me say it differently. You have two wounds inside you, and every single day, you choose which one to feed. The first wound is the one that tells you you're not enough, that you started too late, that the gap between where you are and where you want to be is too wide to cross. That wound whispers at 3 in the morning. It hides in every comparison you make. Every time you open your phone and watch someone else living the life you designed in your head, that wound gets a meal, and you feed it. You feed it constantly. You feed it with excuses dressed up as logic. You feed it with comfort disguised as patience. You say, I'm waiting for the right time. And that wound grows. You say, I'll start Monday. And that wound feasts. But there's a second wound. And this one is different. The second wound is the ache of unused potential. It's that burning in your chest when you know, and I mean you know, that you were built for more than this. It's the discomfort that keeps you up at night, not because you failed, but because you haven't truly tried. That second wound, it doesn't want your comfort. It doesn't want your rest. It wants your attention. It wants you to sit with the discomfort long enough to let it transform you. So here's the question you need to answer. And I mean today, not tomorrow, not next quarter, today. Which wound are you feeding? Because every hour you spend scrolling, you're feeding wound number one. Every morning you hit snooze instead of getting up. Wound number one. Every book you bought but never opened. Every course you signed up for but never finished. Every conversation you avoided because it would mean admitting you need to change. Wound number one. But here's what nobody tells you about the second wound, the wound of potential. It hurts more. Feeding it is harder. It asks you to wake up when your body screams for sleep. It asks you to fail in public. It asks you to be the beginner in a room full of experts. It asks you to choose discipline when every fiber of your being is begging for distraction. And that's exactly why it's the wound worth feeding. Because pain is coming either way. You don't get a life without pain. The question is whether your pain has purpose. The pain of regret has no return. It compounds, it rots. It sits inside you for decades and turns into the worst sentence a human being can ever say. I wish I had. But the pain of growth, the pain of discipline, that pain builds. It accumulates. It stacks into something you can stand on. Every rep you didn't want to do. Every page you read when you wanted to quit. Every early morning. Every rejection you took on the chin and kept moving. That pain is architecture. You are building yourself, brick by brick, wound by wound, into the person you were meant to become. So tonight, when you're lying in bed and that first wound starts whispering, when it says, what's the point? You're too far behind. You've wasted too much time. I want you to close your eyes and feed the other one. Feed it with action. Feed it with effort. Feed it with the radical, unreasonable belief that you are not finished yet. Because you're not. You're not even close to finished.